So, that break lasted a while. In all seriousness, no, I'm not sticking around for the entirety of this month. This is just kind of a one-off because, wouldn't you know it, one day after I announced my departure for the month, they release another trailer. It's just my luck, really. But in this video, kind of similar to the last one, but it's going to be a lot shorter than the last one. We're going to be doing a sort of scene-by-scene analysis, as well as talking about the name reveal as well, for episode 1, airing on New Year's Day, which was confirmed a while ago, but, you know, this was just the release date trailer on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel, even though, as I said, we've known for quite a while. But getting into the trailer, so we basically open with a montage of the Jodie Whittaker Doctor and her companions doing things, with a voiceover of Jodie on the phone to someone playing in the background, starting with Crisis. And then we get what almost looks like a sort of Time Lord type base. Tell me that that central bit doesn't give you sort of TARDIS console vibes. I'm not saying it is, it's just my personal theory. Then we get that same shot of the monster behind the glass. And then we obviously reveal that Jodie Whittaker's on the phone the whole time, saying kisses. And then she turns to I think he has and says, quite French that, isn't it? I don't know why, but she almost looks kind of creepy in this one. Like she's trying to get Yaz's validation. I know that might sound incredibly nitpicky. But if someone turned round to you and said, it's quite French that, isn't it? You'd be a bit weirded out. Then we get that same shot of the wine vineyard in France, what I assume is a vineyard, and a better image of Jodie and the crew, I guess. Oh, I hate just calling them crew or fam or gang, whatever. I hate calling them anything. But we see them all, a better close-up of their outfits. I'm assuming this is episode 1, and I'll explain why I think that in a minute. Then we get a brand new shot of Jodie looking out the TARDIS. This is actually quite a nice shot. And probably my favourite line in this trailer. Bradley Walsh's Graham says, "Who are you, Doc?" I quite like that because throughout Series 11, the Doctor basically had no kind of character development whatsoever. So to actually hear the companions question who the Doctor is, I think is quite good, because at the very least shows that they're not just mindless servants that'll bend to her every will. And then the Doctor says, "You don't know me," which is, to be fair, quite out of character for a Doctor that's basically known for being incredibly upbeat and joyous. Saying something as ominous as that is quite rare for a character like this. And again, I'm happy to see that, because it at the very least means that they're trying to do other things with the Doctor's character. Whether it's going to work, of course, I can't say that yet. Probably won't, but I'm at least glad that they're trying something different. Then we get that one nice shot of the TARDIS looking purple again, and the same line, "Something's coming for me," that we heard in the previous trailer. Again, same shots of the TARDIS and the moon base thingy. A new shot of the Doctor running after a plane. Is it me, or does she kind of look like she really needs to wee? Maybe she couldn't hold it for this take. And then someone says, "Welcome to the end of your lives," which is really just trailer bait, if I'm being honest. Because we know the Doctor's not going to die in this series. So, yeah. But it sounds good in a trailer at the very least. And we get the same shot of the Doctor on the motorbike and Yaz crying, and a new shot of a ship crashing with the TARDIS sound in the background, although the TARDIS can't seem to be seen from what I can see. God, try saying that 3 times fast. Followed by a new shot of the not Ragnos, which gives us a better indication of what it is, I think, but I still don't think it's Ragnos. Again, I'll stick by my previous theory that it's a sort of sister species of the Ragnos. Again, same shots of the Jadoon and the Doctor saying, "Get away from them!" A shot of a brand new blue alien. That's kind of giving me Absorbaloff vibes, weirdly enough. And the same shot of the crow things that are coming through the lab. And we get the same shot of the robot thing trying to get into the TARDIS. A brand new shot of the Cybermen. This one looks a lot better than the previous one, in my opinion. I don't know what it was about the previous one. Perhaps it was the lighting, but it just didn't quite look right to me. I put it down to CGI last time, but I don't think it was that. I think it was just the way it was lit. And then we get a shot of the Doctor punching some glass framing. What that thing on her hand is, I've got no idea. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it's the thing that they cuff her in, the Jadoon cuff her in their episode. If that's my guess. And the trailer concludes with the Doctor saying, "Fancy a trip in the box?" before cutting to the "watch this space" thing, which could be teasing a new companion, but more likely just a one-off character. And again, it's just kind of there for trailer bait. So that's basically the entire trailer. Now, the other thing I want to talk about was the announcement that the first episode will be entitled Spyfall, as a clear homage to the James Bond movie Skyfall. I thought I was going to mix them up, but I got it right. And I think this fits in with what I was saying in the previous video about there being homages to James Bond, with the Doctor saying, "The name's Doctor, the Doctor," in a very similar fashion to how James Bond says, "The name's Bond, James Bond." So that basically confirms that theory, and obviously we get the confirmation of New Year's Day, which I've talked about before. We've spoken about the New Year's Day release date before, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I've made like 2 videos addressing that subject, so I'm not going to go too far in depth with that. We get shots of Nikola Tesla again in this trailer. I didn't see Mary Shelley in this one, which I thought was interesting, because I think I spotted her in the previous one, but I don't think I saw her in this one. Also, I don't think we got shot Paris in this trailer either. But do I think this was a better trailer than the first one? Marginally. I think this was slightly better, personally. I originally didn't think it was as good, but now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it at least shows that they're trying to do something different with the characters, which was my big criticism of Series 11, was that they didn't do an awful lot with any of the characters. They didn't develop them very much beyond the Ryan's Nan arc. There was nothing really beyond that, particularly for the Doctor. The Doctor's development in particular was extremely lacking. But I'm excited to at the very least see what comes of this. I don't think it'll be any good, but I want to at least see what they do. As I said, if this series is as bad or worse as Series 11, that might do it for me in terms of my interest. I'll probably still talk about it, but I'll probably still talk more about things that aren't Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall related. But you know what? I'm willing to give it a go. I still don't think it's good. I still don't like Jodie Whittaker or Chris Chibnall. But it's at this point, I haven't got much to lose. I'm going to be making videos on it anyway. You guys will just watch the videos instead of actually watching the episodes, which is fine by me, of course. But let me know what you guys think, whether you thought it was an improvement over the original, whether you thought it was just as bad, or whether you think it was even worse than the original. Obviously, I know a lot of you don't care for Series 12, and I can't say I blame you. Honestly, as I said, I want to see how they do, but a lot of it is because obviously you guys are going to want to see me talk about it, and I'm happy to talk about it for you guys. So that about concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I've said, I will be going on a break after this. This is like my final thing. Well, I might do a little one because something pretty cool's happened that I want to share with you, even if it's just a tiny little 4-minute video just talking about it. But that about concludes this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you.
A voice